This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
There is something going on in Menominee Falls, and it's not good. There is a huge police presence that unfolded overnight Monday at the FedEx facility on County Line Road between Pilgrim Road and Highway 145. 12 News spotted more than a dozen law enforcement vehicles at the scene, both inside and outside the property. Police tape surrounded parts of the building, evidence markers visible outside. Unclear what prompted the response and whether anyone was injured. There's no information, but an update is expected later this morning. So something happened at the Menominee Falls FedEx facility.
Uh-oh. Lock it down.
So, to be continued.
All right.
PC2.
All right.
Bunch of friggin' bees, millions of bees were let loose. A semi overturned.
I was just pretty much completely covered in bees, and I didn't even get up right at the truck.
It is an effort to stop a swarm in Whatcom County after 70,000 pounds of honeybees were thrown onto Weidkamp Road near Linden.
The beekeepers are down there trying to collect the bees into new hives, as well as recover the hives that were damaged in the accident.
Now the area is buzzing with bees and workers looking to try and gather them all up. But in order to get it done, they had to bring in the experts. The plan, let the bees come to them.
You know, as we get through the warmer part of today and into tonight, they'll calm down a little bit more, be more likely to go back to their hives.
It's a plan that could take some time.
Still keeping the road closed for the rest of the night, and then hopefully get this reopened tomorrow morning.
While emergency management crews say there is no general health risk, they are advising anyone who's allergic to bees to avoid the area. And everyone else should keep a distance of about 200 yards because these guys are not afraid to sting.
We've had a number of the beekeepers, they've gotten stung as well as a couple of our deputies, but they're honeybees, so the sting isn't as severe as some other bees.
Experts say honeybees swarm when they're looking for a new home. And right now, these experts are hoping they can keep this swarm in the home they already have.
We're very mindful of the fact that bees are an endangered portion of our population here. We want to make sure that we're able to recover the bees in a way that is safe for them, safe for us, and that we can get as many of these bees collected back so they can get back to doing their work.
Holy crap, dude.
Holy crap.
Holy crap.
I'd like to see a giant, the whole sky darkened. You're like, oh, it's that Canadian smoke. No,
it's 14 million bees, you son of a bitch.
About 37, definitely about 37 billion bees.
Hey, yeah. I didn't know that we were trucking
I didn't either.
millions of bees at a crack across the friggin' country. That's something. Did you know they were doing that?
Well, bees and nuclear warheads, they never tell you.
They never
do it
tell you.
Right in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
When, so everybody doesn't get excited.
I did not know that was happening. Because, I was like, well, why would they have to do that? Why would they be hauling beehives across the country? Did you know up north? So they had, there's a lot of, where we were trail riding at, there was a lot of beehives up there, like beekeeper beehives. And they put electric fences around them because of the black bears. Keep the black bears out of the beehives.
Sure. That makes good sense.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I didn't know there was bears up here where we're camping. That would have been...
Weren't there some a-holes running around destroying beehives or colonies or neighborhoods or whatever they're called? Just to be jerks? Or am I crazy?
That sounds about
I can't
right.
remember where that was.
Sounds about right.
Better than getting stung by that spider that they found coming out of Mexico. It's the size of a softball. I think they'll have to amputate your arm. You get bit by that thing.
Goddamn.
But yeah, all right. What do we do? Do we hunker down?
Nothing. They got it under control.
Right. Where was this at?
Washington.
Oh, Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story created quite a buzz.
Oh.
Really got me going there.
Leave it be.
Oh, honey. Oh, honey, would you like some Dinty Mall? Yes. Yeah. What causes the weirdest things crash? What caused the crash?
It doesn't say.
Yeah.
It doesn't say.
I would think it would be
just has a semi-truck carrying them overturned.
like a bee got out and got in the cab of the truck.
And then he freaked out.
Right.
And
You got to send.
I don't know, maybe he was negotiating a turn wrong, but it doesn't. I don't know. Looks like it, maybe. All right.
What is the value of that many bees? Did they say? Did you do that? Is there a value on bees?
Yeah, I guess. How much does a honeybee?
If I wanted to buy a bee,
cost?
Yeah.
Okay. One beehive is $120.
oh, I thought it'd be more. Because how many in a hive? 100,000?
And there was how many hives did I say there was? 14 million bees, but how many hives?
That's so crazy. Yeah, so way too many. Yeah, somebody got excited. Somebody didn't do their reporting.
Between 20 and 80,000 bees in a hive.
Oh, my goodness.
God damn.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Some serious pollination going on there. It was an inside job. They sent a highly trained bee into the cab, take him out.
They wanted to be free. Okay, I'm from Washington originally. That area is known for potatoes, raspberries,
Bees.
blueberries, strawberries, etc. They were just moving hives in county. They make a ton of honey out there.
Yep.
Oh, thank you for your insight, smart person. See, this show would be nothing without our listeners.
What is the recommended? What do you do if you're standing there and 14 million bees are going crazy?
Well,
what do you do? Do you lay down, play dead?
they're not out to get you.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Do you stand there? Do you just chill? You go, yo, dude, it's cool.
Well, I would casually walk away.
Yeah.
You don't want to like.
Don't look at them. They sense fear. Don't look at them in the
I
eye.
don't think you make eye contact. Don't bare your teeth at them.
But unless you are
They feel threatened.
unless you're the aggressor, maybe you're okay.
So dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't start shooting.
Well, does a bee know it got in an accident and it's kind of freaked out? You know.
Well, because I
the bee
assume
like,
the hives overturned
like,
too.
oh, where's all my buddy? Where's my sister?
So the hives were everywhere.
Yeah.
And so they were like kicked out of their home essentially.
Yes.
So then,
Yes.
then that's why they were like putting the hives upright
And
and then waiting for them to just come
Right.
back to the hive.
Very organized. These
So-
bees. Yeah.
Yeah, which we would know nothing about.
Correct.
Yeah. I guess if bees are coming at you, you just depending on the kind of bee. But these were just honeybees.
I look at the bee
Stay calm.
and I go, mind your beeswax.
You know, every problem that we have, whenever we're like, "What do you do?" If it's like, "Stay calm."
Stay calm is what they tell you.
Stay calm. You're about to die. No,
When
the
you're-
honeybees aren't so bad. It's them ground bees though can be bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, ground bees versus honeybees.
Ground bees, wasps, those freak me out.
Ground nesting bees and honeybees differ in several ways. Ground bees are generally solitary, native to North America, and do not produce honey, while honeybees are social, introduced to North America, and known for honey production. Ground bees are more docile and less likely to sting. Oh, that's weird. Well, why do we hear about ground bees coming after people then?
Which bee stings anything in its path? That's the one you don't want.
Those are the African killer bees.
Right.
I just saw a story about that, like a couple rodeo horses in Texas got attacked by a swarm of them.
No kidding.
Had to be put down.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sounds like a slow, painful way to go.
Yeah. Should I be concerned about ground nesting bees in my yard?
How many of those bees will not make it? Did it say?
I think they're going to be fine. They were just waiting for him to get back to the
Yeah,
hive.
you got to find your queen, right?
Yeah.
I found mine. You get yours.
Right. True words have never been spoken,
but
John.
if you're a bee and you're going like 75 miles an hour and all of a sudden you're a bee and you're like, yep, I'm flying through the air. Yeah, I'd probably be a little freaked out too.
Let's see.
We need local beekeepers Need more of those. We have some out at the Oaks Golf Course. They've got some hives out there. I see them down there monkeying around with the beehives.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know quite a few people that do bee stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I looked at doing it, but it's a lot of work, first of all. And secondly, it seems like a lot of things can go wrong. And I'm like, man, I don't need another reason to cry. All right. Like, man, this seems like another recipe for heartache.
Yep.
You know?
Well, I can't even keep a goldfish alive, so
Yeah,
I don't
I know
what I do with bees.
Right. Ground nesting bees play an important ecological role, which includes the pollination of both crop plants and wildflowers. So are those some big effers? Are those the ground nesting bees?
Maybe.
I'm going to have
Remember we used to have horror movies about bees? Let
Yeah.
me look this up. They're like 70s killer bee movies, and they just carry people off.
Yeah, totally.
Bees are going to kill us all.
And then we had to do the messaging about don't kill bees. That right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We still doing that, aren't we?
Yeah, which I feel like people kind of know now. Like, leave them be.
Movies about killer bees. Oh, my God, there's a million of them.
Yeah.
The Swarm, The Bees. Let me see who did this one. Oh, 1978. Here it is. Girl. This is how they used to do movie posters. There's a girl in a bikini running away from a giant bee with giant eyes.
Wonderful.
The bee's already got it's carrying a human. When South American killer bees covertly smuggled into the United States mutate into intelligent insects with an accent and attack helpless people, especially hot chicks in bikinis. Young scientists work desperately to end the threat as the menace swarms into city areas. That's freaking awesome, dude. Here, let's see. Here we go. Oh, stupid commercial. That sucks. We're going to listen to the trailer for Killer Bees.
I can't wait. I want to hear this.
It's going to be great. Let's see what the sound is like on this. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, no.
No mind can withstand there. The bees. Oh. There's just some kid.
A mutation,
There you
a new strain, and no, it's out of control.
go. Just people running. The people falling out of bleachers.
Oh, yeah, they're always falling.
Oh. Jet just crashed. Bee must have gotten an engine.
This is an ultimatum. Either we share this world with them, or we vanish as a species. Would you mind? You're not listening to me.
Now you leave them no choice.
John Carradine. The bees. How could we make something that bad, even in 1978?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, my God. You can just hear the bad acting in the promo.
Okay, so ground bees versus yellow jackets. It's the yellow jackets that attack people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Ground bees are nice. Yellow jackets, no.
Okay, that
Gotta
makes sense.
know your stingy stings.
All right, I'm going to go watch it. There's like 800 small budget bombs out there about killer bees. If you like that animal attack subgenre thing that's out there.
Well, and then there was like the weird giant insects subsect of movies. Yeah.
See, so imagine in 1978, you're like 8 years old, and you just think every time you go outside, you're going to get killed by bees.
Right.
You keep watching these movie trips. I don't want to play baseball, Pop. Get out there, you little snot.
Yeah.
The swarm, the bees, killer bees. Oh, my God. I forgot how worried I literally was about bees in 1975.
Oh, yeah,
I
dude.
had no idea. That and quicksand.
I was just going to say.
Lost a lot of good. I don't want to go in the woods.
You know, in quicksand, and then they're going to sting you to death once you're trapped in the quicksand.
Yes. Deadly Invasion, the Killer Bee Nightmare. Oh, my God, dude. You got to go watch some bee movies. And then giant insect movies in general. Right. You know, ants that live next to the nuclear plant. What would that bee ever do to you, man? Dude, just get underwater with a straw, dude, and wait for the swarm to pass, dude. Everything's going to be fine.
All right.
No wonder I hate bees. Dude, we were
programmed.
Indoctrinated when we were 7.
Turns out they're cute and friendly.
That everything wanted to kill you. I think the swarm is following our school bus. I think we're all going to die before we get home. What in the H is going on out there?
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Okay, this is in Maryland. Casket left abandoned in Upper Marlboro became what Council member Kelvin Hawkins ranked as among the top 5 unbelievable constituent calls that he ever responded to. I thought somebody was playing a prank, he said. Even when I got there, I thought somebody was playing a prank. Thankfully, the casket was empty. Hawkins said a maintenance worker had looked inside the coffin before he arrived to take pictures. He didn't have any leads on who might have left the casket sitting on the curb. He's worried that kids might stumble upon it. It was dumped on the side of Bishop's Bequest Road.
Strange.
Near its intersection of Lord's Landing Road. Sounds so awesome.
Yeah.
Bishop's Bequest and Lord's Landing. Doesn't that sound like something out of a...
Yeah.
Friggin' Lord of the Rings book or something.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I was
creepy.
more concerned with school-age children seeing it, which I think is weird. Who cares? It's just a coffin.
Yeah, why
are we scared about kids seeing it?
Why would that scare kids?
For Christ's sake. This is... The thing I think that's weird about this story is that they think it's so weird.
Well, a coffin on the side of the road would...
Hawkins described Thursday's scene as the weirdest thing their workers have ever picked up. Are you sure? Are you sure that's the weirdest thing they've ever picked up? Because I'm pretty sure there's been weirder things on the side of the road. Don't you think?
What's weirder than a coffin?
I don't know. Poop. People poop.
Someone pooping?
Yeah, you know? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Piss jugs, I think, are weirder than a coffin.
I haven't seen one of those in a while, actually. I used to see them more than I do now. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening with that. But if I saw a refrigerator on the side of the road, I'd be like, well, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
A coffin, a refrigerator. I still do a double take on a shopping cart if it's not near a supermarket. I'm like, how did it get there? What happened to the person that was pushing the shopper? They get tired? They just leave it?
Rapture.
Rapture.
Dumping funeral items on the side of the road against the law. Illegal dumping isn't just messy, it's dangerous, costly, and completely unacceptable. That's what the Facebook post said.
Spooky.
They have no idea where the casket came from. Weird. I mean, yeah.
Would you ever...
they're expensive.
Would you ever let yourself be buried in a used casket that you guys found on the side of the road? Just put it out in the garage and save it for a dead rainy day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
100%.
Yeah, how much that save you? Save you like $4,000 on a coffin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just prop it up, put a blanket in there, a pillow, and rip, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. Yeah, brah.
That's a strange one.
I don't know. I would not be afraid to be buried in a used. Well, was it used? No. Why would it be used? What, you take a body out and then just throw it on the side of the road?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm confused. I'm completely confused.
I don't know. Was it a display model?
That's why it's so spooky, because the potential for the work of the devil is everywhere.
Nah.
Who knows?
Nah.
What's in the box?
A weirdo in California facing charges after he broke into a woman's house and woke her up by sucking on her toes.
Love these stories. That's funny.
Not the first intruder toe sucker we've had on the show, actually.
Yeah.
You know? It happened May 21st near Modesto, but police just shared the deets on Facebook. 27-year-old Christian Anguino had allegedly been harassing the woman for months, like stalking her, basically. Followed her home from work and even slept outside her place in his car. The scary thing is there's not really anything you can do until they cross that line. 2 Wednesdays ago, she woke up around midnight, oh God, to find him at the edge of her bed with her toes in his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Give me sound effects, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Might as well ask, why is the tree good? Why is the sunset good? Why are boobs good?
Dude, nah. Dude, no!
That is not a kink I think of often, getting my toe sucked. And that's mostly for somebody else's benefit, my partner's benefit. I had some skanky toes.
Yeah.
Well, I mow in flip-flops and stuff.
Mostly you don't wash your feet.
This is true. I mean, I'm checking right now because I'm in my feet are sweaty right now. They're like clammy. Let's see the bottom of them. Look at that.
Yeah, I know.
How would you rank that on a scale of nastiness?
You and Christy both have some nasty feet.
How do you know she's got nasty feet?
I've seen her feet at Sturgis before.
Well, we're in Sturgis. We're walking around in dirt. Son of a...
At the bottoms of your bed in Sturgis, which, like, I know Sturgis is gross, but, like, y'all gotta wash your feet before you get into bed. It's nasty. That's,
Yeah. Yeah, you don't wear flip-flops much.
Oh, I do, but out there I won't, because it's just so much dust.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's just so much.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's in your camper. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's great. Builds up
But then
tolerance.
y'all be rubbing on each other's feet, and your feet are dirty, and I'm just hanging out like, man.
Oh, so you're looking at her feet. You're bothered by her dirty feet?
Well, yeah, because...
Well, I get in the pool, so it's some of the dirt.
Last year, Chrissy and Brittany had their feet all over each other, and their feet be dirty. I'm like, ugh.
Oh, so you're freaked out by that.
Well, I wasn't freaked out.
Just,
I was just observing.
But it's
I was
more
observing the dirty feet contact, and then the
there's dirt everywhere.
I know, but it doesn't mean you got to be rubbing it on each other. Crazy ass.
You're more worried
feet
about
rubbers.
Yeah, right. You're more worried about our daily habit of not washing our feet.
No,
you're one of those people.
No, I don't care about your daily habit.
I forget. In all honesty, I forget to wash my feet. I'm not even kidding.
Well, that day I came in here, it was all.
You know what? I don't wash that useless thing on the end of my elbow and my feet, because I think just standing in the shower does it.
That's not.
Don't tell me how to wash, lady. I've had it.
Oh no. You need to wash everything. Running water over it doesn't clean
How
anything.
much would it take for you to suck my toe?
Huh. All right, here we go. $500.
Oh, man, you must be broke this month.
No, I'll take $500 though. I got a cruise to pay for. $500 and
I feel like you're so broke, I could work you down to $10
for 5 seconds.
Oh, for 5 seconds. You put my toe in your mouth for 10 seconds. Would you suck? Would you use your tongue and
if I'm all right,
tickle me a little bit?
I'll do 5 seconds for $500. If I'm using my tongue,
I might take you up on that.
If I'm using my tongue, it's $750.
That might be okay. Here's what I'll do for $600. If you and your girlfriend suck both of my big toes at the same time,
that's not happening.
$600.
She won't even get within 5 feet of you for that.
What if I blindfold her, hit her on the head, blindfold her?
That's pretty much the only way it's going to happen.
$600. That is so much money. That is so much money.
Okay, so anyway.
Do you like the feeling of your toe getting sucked?
No, but
I think it's an interesting feeling. I trying to think what crazy chick I was dating that did that once. Christy won't do it.
Yeah, I've had someone do it before.
She didn't care about my feet because we're outdoor hippies, but we're on our patio all the time, dude.
Yeah.
But who was it that? I better not say her name.
Oh no,
it'd be weird. Yeah, she was a toe sucker or a toe tucker. Either way.
So
but she was a little cray-cray.
Yeah.
It felt slimy.
Right.
In a good,
it just feels
but
wet.
in a really interesting, not gross, just slimy. I don't know. She just had to get it out of her system. I don't know what it was. She sucked on everything.
Okay. Enough about the neighbor.
Don't you talk about the holla like that.
Yeah, well, we know what happens.
Don't you dare.
Never had the desire to suck toes until my current girlfriend, and it's just because her toes are cute.
You suck her toes?
No, I don't. But I.
What if would she let you?
Wanted to.
Would she let you?
Oh yeah, probably.
That's kind of cool.
I feel like she would.
That's super cool.
It's just because she's got cute little piggies.
Do you think it makes you closer as a couple if you suck on your partner's toes? Like there's a unbreakable trust, a bond that you'll have with nobody else? Like something you've never done with anybody else?
I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Oh, dude. It's happening.
It's happening.
That's so cool. Like in the bathtub. That's kind of sexy in the bathtub. Second on somebody's big old paw. Right there. Right there in the tub.
Talking like she's got like size 13 feet. She's got finger toes. Just down there. She's gagging me with her toes.
I tell you, the joy of a foot rub, though, and a pedicure, a mani-pedi is fantastic. You got to get over yourself, fellas. Go get yourself a mani-pedi. It's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
It is so awesome. It feels so good. And your feet are tingly, and they feel great.
Okay. So here we go. Back to Creeper.
All right.
So she wakes up to dude at the edge of her bed with her toes in his mouth.
Yeah.
After that, he tried to get in bed with her, but she pushed him away, called 911, and then he got spooked and ran off.
Ooh.
Cops did not find him that night, but tracked him down the next day in the same area. So he apparently tried to come back, even after the toe sucking didn't go over like he maybe hoped it would. So he's facing charges for burglary, stalking, sexual battery.
How do you think you're going to get away with that?
Assault with intent to commit a felony. I don't know.
I'm going to break into this house, suck on a toe, and then make a clean getaway.
Oh, my God.
How do you think you're going to get away with that? You weirdo.
This texter thinks I'm cheap. $600 for...
Oh, man.
What did I say? Did I say for 5 seconds?
I was surprised it was that low. But when you're broke, you're broke. I get it.
But for a time limit, 5 seconds is not very long.
Oh, this things on my toe could kill you in 2 seconds. It's just dirt, dude. It's no big deal.
Dude, I'm not worried about it. But if I'm using tongue, it's $7.50. Otherwise, I'm just putting it in the mouth. It's just sitting in there.
So for us to, so people can watch for $7.50. So no girlfriend.
No.
You're not even open to negotiation.
She won't.
Yeah. Well. What's a little toe sucking between morning show partners and girlfriends? you little twinkle toe sucker. $7.50 for 5 seconds, but using your tongue. Can I jam it in and out of your mouth a little bit?
Oh my God. No, because I don't want your toenail to cut me up. I can't make eye contact with you right now.
Oh,
you have to just sit there and you can't look at me.
I'll put a mint on your pillow after it's all over, so you can put it in your mouth.
You can't watch while it happens.
Oh no,
either.
no! We're gonna actually sell tickets. Oh man, I might pay double for that. Let me think about it. I'll think about it, man. I'll think about it. At least it's on the up and up. I wouldn't get caught and go to jail and get on the predator list.
No. And like I got to pay that cruise off by December. So.
Oh yeah, you're on the payment program.
I'm on the payment program.
All right, that'd go a long way.
Gotta get on there.
All right. Well, it's an early negotiation.
Yeah.
Early negotiation.
And I'm going to march you down in the shower downstairs and clean your foot first.
Isn't it weird though if you're a guy that wants to suck on a toe? I guess it's not about finding a good candidate. It's just like any dirty old ass toe will get the job done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like there's no prerequisite. There's no, what does she look like? There's no, just give me a dirty ass toe and let me go to work.
Man, and there are so many feet people out there.
Yeah.
So many feet people. It is just. And there's some people that are into nasty feet.
Maybe it's just a misunderstanding. Simple misunderstanding. He didn't know it was a toe. I don't know.
I don't. Man, you're really giving him the benefit of the doubt on that.
So many wrong things.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Today, obviously being Monday, sucks, but good news for you. It's National Leave Work Early Day. So bye.
I can't keep a straight face. I tried to hold it as long as I could, but I couldn't. Skee-Ball's like, I will murder them one at a time. I tried. God damn it, I can't run with a joke to save my ass. It's so bad.
So I have some. We need to go through, like, what is a surefire way that you can leave work, right? Like
your palms, man.
Explosive diarrhea.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You can always crap your pants. It's a good way to get out of anything.
You got to ask me twice.
I know.
Doctor's appointment, family
emergency.
Yeah.
Right?
Sloane's dad died. I got to come pick her up. Or no, Sloane's grandmother died. That's what it was. Ferris Bueller.
Oh,
yeah.
Right, yeah. But the grandmother dying thing.
Yeah.
If your grandma's not already dead.
Right.
Careful.
Yeah. You can check up on that.
Because you're inviting some karma. Bad karma.
Oh, dude.
And you're basically killing Nana.
That's true.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
You also don't have to specify. Just be like, I have a family emergency. And when they're like, what's happening? You can be like, that is an invasion of privacy.
Okay. Extreme, but I'll go with it. Fourth Amendment right. Hello. Constitution. Hello, whatever. Wait, Fourth Amendment. What is that? Right to bear arms? I don't know. I think I've got my amendments.
Unlawful search and seizure.
Yeah, that's what it is. We want to search for Grandma's dead body. Fourth Amendment. Hello. No, you have to, if you're going to leave work, you have to do it in a way that it can't be fact-checked.
Right.
So Grandma can be fact-checked.
Right, totally. The next weekend you're posting that you're hanging out with Grandma. They're like, wait a minute. The hell?
It's better to just say, I hate it here. I'm heading out.
The morning show told me to leave early.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
I give myself diarrhea. Listening to myself on the radio, I just gave myself diarrhea.
Women issues.
Yeah. There you go.
Which is a little easier for me to say than you.
Yeah. Hey, Ski, I just crapped my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a problem at your house. Like, if this is easier if you're a homeowner.
I did. Remember when I took off once because Chrissy smelled gas?
Yeah.
And it wasn't my gas for once. It was gas.
Right.
Remember when I tore out of here?
I was all like, she can just call MG&E.
Yeah. She free. I'm like, open a window. What are you thick? What are you? No.
What are you, dim?
And I ran home. It was like 6:30, and I got home. I did smell gas, but it wasn't. Well, whatever. What do you do? We called, and everything. They didn't have any reports, and everything was fine. I checked with the neighbors. I did my due diligence. Everybody was fine.
They didn't send anybody out?
No. It was just barely.
That's weird because they usually send somebody out.
Well, if they came out, I didn't know it. So, but the
Sounds
neighbors
like they're lazy.
The neighbors didn't smell anything, so I'm like, you're on your own, sweet pea. Down the road I went. I stopped and got a glazer too on the way.
Right.
Did it seem like it'd take me a little longer to get back to work?
I didn't mind.
Man, so I can use women's issues? Oh no, I can't. I'm a man.
Yes.
I'll leave with a headache. I've never cut myself yet. to make myself leave.
Like make
I'm
yourself bleed?
I'm trying to think. But I see how for us, we work 4 hours.
Right.
So it's hard to, hour and a half, I'm out of here.
Well, and this place is pretty lenient anyway.
Yeah.
So you can be like, hey, dude, I got to get out of here at 10:20. I have an appointment. And they're like, okay. Well, and we can also do a lot of our work outside. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
I can schedule interviews.
Yep.
I can do show prep at any given time. I can, whatever.
I mean, jury duty, that can be checked on. Going to an emergency room, that can be checked on. Just go with what did I use when I used to be gambling late on Sunday nights?
Food poisoning.
Yeah, food poisoning. I think I used that a couple of times. You guys didn't buy that, did you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, because like you're a statistical anomaly. Dude, I was like, nobody gets food poisoning as often as you do, dude.
I would start texting Lance at about 5, and I'm like, I need to put you on hot standby. I feel like not normal. I don't feel like myself. He's like, okay, dude. Lance.
Mm-hmm.
Good dude. And then I'd warm him up, and then I'd let you have the full sob story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I'm having trouble breathing and just cramping.
Me and Lance would already be talking. And he's like, he's drinking. Be like, yeah, I know.
Well, I appreciate you taking one for the team. I appreciate you not ratting me out.
Believe it or not, my job is easier when you're not here.
I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it.
Other reasons you can leave work early: a forgotten appointment.
Okay.
So, like a repairman or an installer at your house, or something medical. And that's legit. I've done that before, where I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, somebody's headed into my house right now.
Yeah.
But and that's happened where it's like they tell you they're going to be there between 2 and 5, and then they're like, so and so's on their way, and it's like 3 hours before they said they were actually going to be there, and that is Here we go. Easy way to get off of this is from a texter. Easy way to get off of work. Take a few pills of niacin. Your skin will get red from flushing, and eventually people will notice without you saying anything. They'll bring it up and be like, yeah, I do feel a little off, and then you can easily leave. Oh, my God.
Yep.
That is diabolical. I love it.
Remember when Greg stubbed his toe in the middle of the night?
Oh, my God, yeah.
And we called Greg. I thought I had it here. We had listeners. We tried to figure out if Greg was lying to us.
Mm-hmm.
Because it sounds like a fake excuse. Like literally you stub your toe so hard you can't walk.
You can't go to work?
To the
really?
car. To the car.
You can't talk on the radio?
Right.
Because your toe is stubbed? Like, that's crazy to me.
Greg would lay it on tape. I stubbed my little gam. I can't be it hurt. It's hard to walk. Like, shut up. No, it was funny. Listeners were calling him out. I'd have to listen back to it. No, they were roasting Greg for not coming to work for
so bad.
Stub toe. Funny.
So anyway, there you go. It is National Leave Work Early Day.
All right. Well, those are pretty good. I guess you could go extreme and say you fell down the stairs. I don't know. Do you really need to get out of work that bad? I mean, what do you need to get out of work for?
Yeah, I don't know.
And I
keep your eye on the prize.
And I don't
you
care.
Want that money.
I mean, do I care if somebody fakes not coming to work? What do I care? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I don't care. I'll sit here and do the show alone. I don't give a crap. You'll do it alone.
You do care because you won't do the show alone. You try to get anybody in the building to do it with you.
Well, no, it's more fun talking to somebody. I mean, sitting here and talking to yourself sucks, but I'll do it. I mean, I can do it. I'm doing it right now.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.